If this isn't the best example of looks can be deceiving, I don't know what is. Believe it or not, this guy, yes. What is he holding? The Brussels sprouts? Yeah. The guy holding the Brussels sprouts will put you in a blender, and he will cook you. Or what is that? Those aren't Brussels sprouts, those are grapes. You get the point. Here's a $1 million question, though. And let me know in the comment section, I'm curious what you think. Can this guy still play? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope all of you having a great start to your week. Hope all of you having a great Monday. If not, hope this video can make it a little bit better. And man, oh man, do y'all remember an individual, my apologies, that goes by the name of Hunter Renfrow? Well, guess what? He's back. The beauty of Renfrow is it doesn't matter if you're an NFL fan or a college football fan, his name rings a bell. I've had quite a few of y'all send this to me on Twitter. By the way, if there's anything going on in the sports world you think's worthy of a video or you just want to see us talk about it, add it to me, tag it to me on Twitter. It helps on the channel tremendously. Ironically enough, we made one of our documentary style What Happened to videos on Renfrow only, I think it was like 2 or 3 months ago. That's another reason I think y'all wanted to see a video on this, because for a while, nobody knew what happened to him. And even in that video, I remember stating, yeah, if anyone knows anything about his whereabouts, fill us in the comment section, because when he stopped playing football, he also stopped posting on social media. So nobody outside of his immediate family knew what this guy was up to. Hold on. I just stumbled across this comment on the recent video. Matt farted on a crowded elevator and blamed it on a deaf kid. Why did you write this? That just didn't happen, and shout out to Daredevil for having the top like comment. Lonely truck driver in training, your videos make my day when I have time when I'm not driving. Shout out to my man Daredevil, I appreciate those kind words. And we all know Daredevil on the channel, he's left a bunch of nice comments and funny comments at that. Can't thank you enough for the continuous support, my man, and I hope you continue to enjoy your time here and watch all the videos we make in the future. I hate that you feel lonely, but keep grinding, man. Hopefully it gets better, and keep us up to date on how the truck driving's going. You know we're here for you, brother, if you ever need anything or want to talk, but let's get back on track with what we really need to be talking about, the football stuff. The past couple of days, non-stop, we've been covering the draft, talking about Shedeur Sanders, Shiloh, Quinn Ewers, Isaiah Bond, all the important topics going on. I had a blast covering the draft like every single year. Hope you guys enjoyed the coverage as well. Well, in the midst of all that, yesterday, the breaking news came out that Hunter Renfrow is signing with the Carolina Panthers. When I first saw this, it was eye-catching, to say the least. I had to do a double take. Out of all the things I expected to see yesterday, this was not one of them. Hunter Renfrow has had a very weird career. It was really great at one point in time. Then it got bad real fast. He got paid a bunch of money. Next thing you know, nowhere to be found. For those of you that don't recall, he played at Clemson forever, was one of the star players, had the game-winning touchdown catch against Alabama, and in 2019, the NFL draft, he got selected in the 5th round by the Oakland Raiders. Now we call them the Las Vegas Raiders, but at the time, Oakland. Wound up killing it at practice, and he was a starter for them and making an immediate impact from the jump. Had a couple of good seasons in 2019 and 2020, and in 2021, he had over 1,000 receiving yards and 9 touchdowns. The Raiders like, shoot, man, we found a diamond in the rough. We got to give this guy some money. He's going to be a weapon we're going to use in the future. So they gave him a 2-year, $32 million contract. At the time, that was big. It's not every day you see a 5th-round wide receiver get $16 million per year at the wide receiver position. Shortly after that, though, he had the brutal game against the Cardinals where he had not 1 but 2 fumbles. I believe they were in back-to-back plays or within 3 plays. I can't remember it to be exact. My memory's a little foggy, but if you remember that, you know what I'm talking about. On one of those fumbles, he got hit by Isaiah Simmons, in which he got concussed. I hate to say it, but that was the start to his downfall. Ever since that hit, concussion, whatever you want to call it, his career went downhill. Didn't have a good year in 2022, and in 2023, only had 25 catches for 255 yards. Not too long after that, in March of 2024, the Raiders, who a couple years prior paid him $32 million, they released him. And that was it. Wasn't playing football, didn't go to the CFL, the UFL, none of that. Wasn't posting on social media. He vanished. Fast forward time to our current day. Yesterday, he's back. He signs with the Carolina Panthers. I'm just trying to give you some context as to what led up to all of this. After we made that documentary video, I did have some of his close friends or people that knew him in his everyday life reach out to me and say he was really big in the church. So while he wasn't playing football, his main focus in his life was his family and church. One of my sources also told me he was coaching, but I can't remember where. But that doesn't really matter too much because all that does matter is he's back. He's returned to the NFL, and let's clap it up to Hunter Renfrow. I'm happy he's back. Congratulations. I also got to say, shout out to the Panthers for actively trying to get Bryce Young some weapons. I got to admire it because this isn't the greatest of organizations of all time that has made the best decisions. At least they're trying. There is now going to be no excuse for Bryce Young in the future unless the offensive line is doo-doo cheeks, which there's still a possibility of that. With the first-round pick, the Panthers got star wide receiver McMillan out of Arizona. So not only do you have Renfrow for Bryce Young to work with, you also got their first-round pick, 8 overall, McMillan out of Arizona. Panthers are trying, man. They also got Georgia's running back, Trevor Etienne. Here's a million-dollar question, though, and let me know in the comment section. I'm curious what you think. Can this guy still play? And when I say play, I mean at a high level, like he was with the Raiders that one year when he had 1,000 receiving yards. I don't think a lot of people understand when you take off a year from any sport, it's so hard to get caught up to game speed. Look at Michael Jordan when he took a couple years off from the Bulls. He even talked about it in the Last Dance documentary. It took him a while just to get his stamina back. Like, yeah, you're going to be cool in the second, third quarter, but by the fourth quarter, he just didn't have legs anymore. I wonder if Renfrow is going to have that problem. Fortunately for football players, you're not playing on both sides of the ball, but it still can be taxing on your body and legs. Here's my 2 cents on it. I do not expect, not even for a split second, I'm not even going to have a conversation with somebody, that Renfrow is going to go out here, catch 75 balls for over 1,000 yards. Not going to happen. You shouldn't expect it. That's just being delusional. But, and I have an astronomically extremely large big but, I do expect him to go out here, if he is a starter and a key player, to have at minimum 30, 40, 50 catches for 500 or 600 yards. I think that's reasonable. There's no denying it. He's a good football player. He was good at Clemson, and he was good when he was with the Raiders. He's proven in this league that he can go out there and he can play with the best of them. So it's not like we're guessing, like, oh, like he's some, I think a good example is, it's not like he's McMillan. Although McMillan was good for Arizona, you don't know how he's going to fare out in the NFL. Why? Because we haven't seen him play in the NFL. At least with Renfrow, we've seen him do it before. Therefore, I'm confident in stating, yeah, he's going to go out here. Sure, there's going to be some hiccups and bumps in the road early on, but he should be okay when he gets caught up to game speed. Just how good will he be and how much of a factor is he going to be? That is yet to be determined. If I were a Panthers fan, which I'm not, I'd expect him to have around 400 to 700 receiving yards. Although he hasn't played for a little bit, you don't just randomly lose your talent overnight. I just saw this picture in the replies. Imagine getting cooked by this guy. If this isn't the best example of looks can be deceiving, I don't know what is. Believe it or not, this guy, yes. What is he holding? The Brussels sprouts? Yeah. The guy holding the Brussels sprouts will put you in a blender, and he will cook you. Or what is that? Those aren't Brussels sprouts. Those are grapes. You get the point. Whatever he's holding. And it's not even what he's holding. It's just the way he looks. I mean it respectfully, but y'all get what I'm saying. When you see a guy that looks like this, you don't think, oh, yeah, he about to give me 200 yards on 15 catches. But he can. This guy cooked. I mean, absolutely fried, deep fried. Alabama and Nick Saban in their prime. And this is back when Alabama was known for their defense. Crazy. He's the reason Nick Saban doesn't have another championship, and Deshaun Watson. Here's the last thing I'm going to say about him. I mean this respectfully. When you look at this guy, you don't think, oh, yeah, he's about to cook me one-on-one. You think, yeah, this guy's about to do my taxes. Many more things I can say. We're going to end off here. I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts down below.